everybody, it's Christine here and welcome back to my channel. Ignore what my hair is doing. I don't really know, honestly. I'm not even sure that I entirely care. But it's a hairdo right now. It's out of my way. So I'm actually, to add on to my long day, I am trying to build a fence. I'm trying to go the cheaper route, and my husband and I are trying to do it ourselves. Well, I ordered these already built fence panels through a major retailer, a hardware retailer, and so I thought that everything would go according to plan. I ordered the same amount, I realized the mistake. I ordered the same amount of planks as I did panels, so I probably should have gotten a couple more of the planks or the post. But anyway, so we go to pick it up last Friday, and we were told, hey, it's raining, they have to load them out. We would prefer not to do it that day. I was like, okay, well, we drove down here because it's 30 minutes away from where we live. I'm like, okay, well, we'll just head home. So we head home, and then my husband sets it for Monday when we're going to pick it up. So Monday rolls around, he goes and gets the first load. No problem, they give us 15 of the panels and all 22 posts. Well, it's when we go back that we encounter an issue. So we still had 7 posts to pick up. The money had already come out of my account. It has already been pending. So I assumed everything was golden. So when we get there, they're like, hey, your payment has failed. I'm like, why didn't you tell us it failed earlier? Because you already gave us the product. And they're like, oh, it didn't fail on that part. It fell on the second part. I'm like, well, that doesn't make sense since I paid for it all at one time. I didn't go through and order it. So it didn't make sense. And I'm like, no, because, and I pulled up my bank account, and I'm like, you can see that I have a transaction here because it was $14.96 for just the panels and the post. And this is just for one side of my fence line. It's not even begins to cover my fence, just one side. So I thought. And then, so she's like, no, we show it's this. So I'm like, no. And so they keep trying to rerun it on this card, and it keeps declining. And I'm like, yeah, because I don't have another $1,000 in there. So I was very confused, and I was like, I don't get what's going on. You already charged me. I show it to you. I'm showing you right now. This is it, and this is what my order says. And they're like, well, it keeps saying payment declined. I'm like, then why did you give us the 15 earlier if it had declined? But then also, why is it coming out of my bank account and still saying that I have money left over? So we argue, and then my husband and I were already upset because we noticed one of our panels was broken. So we're like, hey, can we swap that out? And they told my husband no. Well, I was like, all right, well, and I'm like, well, first off, my first problem, you gave us a broken panel. I can overlook that if we change it out. She goes, yeah, we'll get that fixed. I'm like, second off, I paid for it. It came out of my bank account. That money came out. So we need to figure out what to do. She goes, well, our only solution would be to cancel that order, and then you just order it right here and right now. I'm like, that's the issue. I don't have another $1,000 to come out of that account. And I'm like, that's the issue, person. I already paid for it. Why should I have to repay for it? And she was like, well, because it says your payment failed. Then why did half of it go through, or over half? Why is it that when we came back to get the 7, you're all of a sudden like, no, your payment's failed? But I have proof that it has come out of my bank account. And then she goes, well, I think, you know how, when you buy online, and they take out more than what your actual total was? And I looked at her and I'm like, no, Lowe's doesn't. Lowe's gives you a price, and that's your price, unless you end up with military and then you get money off. But that is not how that works. If you go base grocery shopping online, yes, they do hold it. In Walmart, they do hold a little extra. This ain't Walmart. This is weigh items here to get the price. So I'm like, so you're overcharging me? And she's like, no. I'm like, okay, then I'm very confused. What exactly are you saying? You're saying that you didn't overcharge me, but I have it here, proof that this money had come out of my account, yet you're not going to give me what I ordered? Well, we can't do that. I'm like, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to cancel the 7, and I'm going to go somewhere else to buy them. I'm like, you're going to fix that broken one, and I'm just going to leave. So she goes, yeah, we'll fix it. So we leave. So we head out there. My husband and I, we were just so done. We were fixing to have dinner with my parents that I stupidly. It took 6 people to carry out this one panel. 6. So the way they said it in our truck was kind of weird to us. And the way they looked at us when they were leaving, should have gave it away. But we were just ready to go. We get home and it's shattered. One of the boards that holds the fence together is just shattered. This they did on purpose. They did this on purpose. They shattered it. So I was very upset. To say the least. And my husband was like, well, we could just replace this part. I'm like, no, that's not the issue. The issue is that we paid for it. And these are $64 a piece. And you're telling me that we have to fix it ourselves? And I'm like, no, we don't. So I was like, well, we need to take it back. And he goes, well, I don't really want to deal with it today. I'm like, well, if we wait, then they're going to think that we broke it and then we're the issue. But of course, he's so lazy sometimes. And what angers me is he didn't get frustrated at all. And it's just like, Charlie, they're clearly trying to take advantage of us. I get that their system was messing up because obviously I had paid. It said I had paid. I showed her the amount that came out, matched the amount for all of it. But so now I'm down 7 fence panels that I have to find somewhere else. And the problem is I can't find the exact one because these were 6 foot by 8 foot. So they were longer. So I guess what I have to do is I'm going to go to the store in the opposite direction. It's about 30 minutes in the opposite direction. And I'm going to go in store and order it and buy it there because I'm very frustrated with this whole process because I really needed to get a new fence because my neighbor's dog jumped my fence. And I don't want that to happen again, especially if my dogs are out. I don't want my dogs to get hurt because my neighbor is stupid and doesn't ever take care of her animals. That's mean and judgmental, but honestly, she doesn't care. And she sees it as that's her house, and even though our dogs are out first, her dogs are more important, and they never come and check on them, and the fact that they jumped our fence already, and my husband was supposed to talk to her, and guess what, he didn't. Of course he didn't, but he told me not to do it because he would do it, which annoys me. Is that I love him, and I can talk trash about him, but sometimes he's very lazy. Because he was supposed to call American Airlines about our plane tickets. And you know what? I can bet you he didn't. I can bet you it. He didn't. But yeah, so now we have a broken fence panel that we're going to have to pay more money to get it fixed, even though he should have just brought it back. But I don't know. So I'm not going to name this company, but I can tell you, as of right now, I'm very upset with this company, and I don't really want to give their business. And what was funny is I always preached to all my family, and my family agreed with me, that this location was so much better than the other one. But now that it's come down to it, it is not. They have screwed me over more times than the other location has. The other location is just, nothing is where it's supposed to be. But I'd rather that and have to ask people and look a million places and find the item and then get it broke, which I have ordered tons of things from there and it's never been broke. So a little bit tidbit there. So yeah, that has been my day, and I still don't know where I'm gonna get these other fence panels from, but I have to get them because my neighbor is very irresponsible with her animals. And then I'm tired, and of course she's finally asleep, but I can't go to sleep because I'm fixed to have to go work out with my mom. So I am just physically drained. And then I have to, as soon as I get off or get home from working out with my mom, I'll eat and then immediately hop in the shower. But I want to let you guys know that in light of all this, I did a lot of shopping on Amazon the other day. I've started getting Christmas presents, and I've started, well, I didn't start, I just bought a bunch of stuff I didn't really need, but I got anyway. So yeah, that is all that I have for you guys. If you have any suggestions on where I should buy these fence panels, let me know. This is kind of annoying, and I will see you guys later. Have a wonderful day. Bye.